this much earlier. The 2020 strategy aims at a 75% employment rate for both women and men. So it is just right to ask what should we do and what can we do to prevent early exit from the labor market. But of course we also have to scrutinize the reasons for such early exit. There may be several reasons for early exit for women. Discrimination they are faced with, and in fact it's a complex set of discriminations, not just one discrimination. One lies in aging, and this is the reason why we cannot see women over 50 on TV screens, and this is not the only career where this phenomenon is so relevant. There are also certain social reasons why they have to leave the labor market when they have to look after a family member. But there may be other reasons of health, and preventive measures could help to avoid this phenomenon. Let me just allude to osteoporosis. The working conditions, the workplace hazards are also part of the reasons. The year of active aging in 2012 can open up and pave the way for initiatives in this regard, because the present situation of aging women has very serious consequences. This is the age at which the wage gap between men and women is widest, and their intermittent presence on the labor market and their frequent precarious employment or part-time employment leads to the fact that they live in greater poverty than their male counterparts. The report is aimed at formulating measures that can improve in this field, not only in terms of discrimination, which is of course a legitimate problem, and the majority of the interviewees consider discrimination a very serious problem. But the report also formulates a lot of conclusions, such as prevention is cheaper than treating a problem. And this also applies to the labor market. Another issue concerns the pension reform. Notably, the white paper should also bear in mind the specificities of women. They cannot be left without insurance for periods which they spent looking after children or family members. There are certain risks that only become aggravated with aging or with demographic trends. And unless we make a move, we cannot achieve the objectives in the field of employment or poverty in the 2020 strategy.
Grazie.
Thank you very much. Ms. Klaas.
Edith Bauer, beschreibt ganz konkret die Lage.
Edith Bauer has given an accurate description of demographic trends and the way in which the position in which older women find themselves has deteriorated considerably. Women can really draw the short straw, particularly if they're older and if they have to care for family members. Normally they earn less than men do anyway. Unemployment rates are higher and women are much more likely to be part-time employees. They're perfectly keen to work. It's just that they don't always get paid properly for it. And the low incomes which a number of them have has an impact on their pensions, and therefore they're likely to suffer poverty in their later years. But the important thing to realise is that older women and indeed older people can make a valuable contribution towards society, and often this is overlooked. The value of the commitment that they can give and show is not adequately recognised, and the challenge that society faces is to ensure that people are recognised for the contributions that they can make to nurture them in the labour market, to keep them in that labour market, and to ensure that they